Good Friday morning, everybody. TGIF, I'm Jared Klein coming to you live from the NBC29 Digital Desk with a look at our morning rush. Let's start things off as we always do with a look at the top stories over on NBC29.com. At number one, Charlottesville City Schools looking to fill more than 24 teacher openings by this fall. At number two, Botanical Garden of the Piedmont undergoing renovations after approval from the county and the city. And then at number three, Timothy Comer captured, Page County Sheriff's Office confirming with us. All right, well, topping the local news this morning, Culpeper County Sheriff is seeking re-election despite his recent indictment on federal charges. He's accused of accepting money for favors. One attorney says that the case will likely stretch past Election Day in November. Now, if Jenkins earns another term, then is found guilty afterward, he would not automatically lose his title as sheriff. Instead, Culpeper County voters could choose to have a recall election. Sheriff Jenkins has yet to enter a plea. Well, Charlottesville still has 30 teacher vacancies to fill. It has 50 division-wide openings. This is a problem many school districts are dealing with, and the supervisor of community affairs with the school system says there's a focus on ensuring a positive work environment in the division. And like Albemarle County, a 5% pay raise also kicked into effect at the start of the month. A Charlottesville barbecue hotspot is saying goodbye to styrofoam years ahead of a mandate set by Virginia lawmakers. At 8's Biscuit and Barbecue, you can now expect your meal to be served in environmentally friendly containers. Instead of styrofoam, the restaurant is using a combination of recyclable plastics, paper, and pulp containers. Restaurants with 20 or more locations in Virginia have until 2028 to become styrofoam free, and small businesses have until 2030. And work is underway to transform the Botanical Garden of the Piedmont in Charlottesville into something everyone can enjoy. Now that the plans for the Botanical Gardens are approved, it's time to get to work, starting with phase one. There will be 3 additions to complete the first phase: a garden pavilion, a children's garden, and a parking area with a rain garden. There's no time yet for when this phase will be finished. The completion of the project all depends on how funding goes. Jennifer, I don't know if you've ever been to this garden, but it's a pretty cool
I haven't. I saw they have a labyrinth, which is really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, at first when I first heard of them, I was like, what? That sounds kind of silly, but just to walk around and just kind of get your mind off things, it's just like a really, they are cool. I get it. Yeah.
It's a pretty cool spot.
Yeah. Okay, so alcohol consumption, talking about that. There was new research or data from the CDC about alcohol consumption, how it really spiked during the pandemic. And this is a map of kind of where the states stand as far as that's concerned. So Delaware saw the highest increase in apparent consumption, 25%, and then a 73% increase in alcohol-related deaths. Mississippi saw the highest increase in alcohol-related deaths, 159%, 10% increase in apparent consumption. So, people just grappling with isolation and being stuck at home and just drinking. But this really kind of shows like, wow, it really made a bad impact.
And just looking at the map, it looks like consumption really increased in southern states like Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Kansas. But alcohol-related deaths, I mean, you've got Mississippi there, but I mean, that just looks like it's spread all over the country.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is amazing. I mean, you can see where Virginia is. We're kind of like right in the middle. But yeah, so just kind of interesting, food for thought in a way. Yeah. Kind of what happened in the pandemic there. Okay, so guacamole. Chipotle is now they're testing a robot. They have a prototype to make the guacamole. Because it is kind of time consuming.
It is,
I mean, even just making it at home. But that's the machine there. It doesn't really look like a robot. But I think this is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I was reading about it earlier, and pretty much it does everything except mix it. They still mix it themselves.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I mean, I love avocado.
But the peeling and having to take the pit out, like that's
it's time consuming, especially at a restaurant like Chipotle where you're doing it all the time.
And that's what everyone gets. I've never been to Chipotle.
Really?
I've never.
So good.
I hear it's delicious. I've just never eaten there for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But now I Now I need to go.
Now you can go there and ask them if they have an avocado
Yes,
there.
yes. So it's called the avocado.
Avocado.
Which I thought was really a good one. You know, kind of a neat name.
Yeah, they might make little miniature ones so people can put it in their home. And
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
We would have avocado or guacamole constantly.
Every day.
Every day. All right. And then finally, this is so sweet. So this is the 2023 Gerber baby, Maddie Mendoza, from Colorado. And I mean, it's just, I love babies, so maybe, but she's adorable. And so, yeah.
Yeah, she is. So I guess there's a contest every single year to see who the new Gerber baby will be.
Yes, and she is it.
So cool. I wonder if there's ever been one from Virginia.
I don't know.
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if not, why not?
Why not? Really?
Next year we need to.
Well, can you imagine though being like the people that decide? I mean, you have all these pictures of these beautiful babies coming in, and they're so cute. Like picking one would be really hard.
How do you decide who's the best?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a lottery system.
Maybe, I don't know, but she's cute.
But yeah,
so.
she definitely deserved it. All right, thank you so much, Jennifer. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast brought to you by Michael and Son Cooling. A high of 89 today with a storm chance later on in the day. Of course, we've got our Fridays after 5 coming up. And then it looks like we're sticking in the 90s for the next couple of days. This weekend's going to be a hot and humid one, so make sure you prepare for that. Stay well hydrated out there. I hope you guys have a great Friday, everybody, a great weekend ahead. We'll see you again on NBC29 News at noon. And of course, we're always online on NBC29.com.